Hey guys, welcome back to Conversations with E. My name is Esther. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're coming back to join us in conversation, welcome back. And yeah, let's get things started. So this is episode 4. Is it number 4?
Yeah.
Guys, we made it this far. And I actually have something to celebrate. I want to say thank you to every single person that subscribed because we have now hit 100 subscribers. Yay! I'm so excited. I couldn't have expected to get this many subscribers this early, and it wouldn't have happened without you guys. So honestly, all my love goes out to every single person who subscribed. And yeah, I love each and every single one of you, and may God bless you abundantly. So we're gonna get into today's topic straight in. Today we're gonna be talking about struggling with confidence. This is something that many people struggle with, many women, many men, although they may not speak about it. So in talking about this today, I'm gonna talk about mainly the factors that affect our confidence, or that could affect our confidence. So that's how I'm going to approach today's video, and we're just going to talk about that and figure out why we struggle with confidence, how can we resolve struggling with confidence, or what actions can we take in bettering our confidence. So yeah, but the first thing we're going to talk about is staying away from people who make you question who you are, who make you question your beauty, who make you question your ability, who make you question your value. In saying this, change your surroundings if necessary, whether that be your friends. I don't know, be very intentional about the company that you keep. If you have people who are constantly sowing negative words or sowing bad things into your mind, or, people who don't encourage you, or example, if you have a vision that, example, you want to start your business and their first response is, you can't do that. What makes you think you can do that? Or if you want to start a new sport, or if you want to start singing or whatever, and it's like they always just downplay who you are. It's very important to be intentional, because who you have around you, the company that you keep, is going to affect you positively or negatively. So kind of check your surroundings and be like, do I have good people around me? And if you don't, sis, bro, get rid of them. And I'm not vouching for this whole cut off people, you don't owe nobody nothing. I'm not for that. That's not me. But what I will say is you have to care for yourself. Take care of you before anybody else. And in doing that, make sure that you have people who empower you, people who encourage you, people who love on you and feed your confidence in the right way and help build your confidence within you. That's definitely an important thing to have, your surroundings. So if your surroundings aren't good, definitely take a look and see how you can change that up. Pick the right friends, be around the correct people at work, at home, in school, and that will definitely have a significant change on your confidence if that's an area that is affecting your confidence. The second thing that I will definitely say plays a huge role in our confidence is, are you taking care of yourself? What is your diet like? Do you take time out, like in a week or whatever, to simply look after yourself, whether that's doing a face mask and sitting in front of the TV, whether that's going for a jog every morning, whether that's I don't know, eating well, your diet, guys. When I tell you your diet affects how you feel about yourself, if you're eating sloppy constantly, how are you going to feel? Like, fast food isn't good for you. So already in you, I don't know the science behind it now, because I know people are gonna be in the comments like, whoa, but if you eat healthier, it's actually, you can even see it like in parents and stuff. Like, parents be eating healthier here. At least I know in my house, my parents be eating healthy. They're happy people, very confident in themselves. Like, take care of yourself. Take care of what you allow in your body. Definitely, if you eat a lot of junk foods and this, test it out for, let's just say, 7 days. Try eat fruits. Try drink your water, guys. Water is essential. You feel more like, you actually feel like better. I don't know how to explain it. It must be something. And also taking care of yourself in terms of, how are you dressing? How do you look at home? Do you always walk around? Grace is looking at me because I just like a hobo 24/7 unless I need to step outside. But I don't, that isn't a factor that affects my confidence. I feel more confident in my hobo clothes than I do in other clothes. But example, if you're not taking care of your out, like how you look, how you dress, whether it be at home or whether it be with people, stop, like when you're in the house, at least have a clean shirt on, have clean pants on, don't walk around with dirty clothes. And this is because when you look in the mirror, you're not going to want to see yourself. You're just going to want to walk away because I don't look good. So what's the point of looking at myself? There are little things that could affect how you view yourself day by day, little by little. You won't realize it, but you not getting dressed up every single day or you wearing dirty clothes repeatedly could affect how you view yourself and could affect how confident you are in who you are. Another thing I will definitely say, which will really be impactful, and it's something I'm practicing as well, is allowing yourself, giving yourself the space to feel beautiful. A lot of us have suppressed the idea of even calling ourselves beautiful. Example, I can't take compliments as much as I would love to. I just can't. And it's not that I don't believe when people say, wow, Esther, you look so amazing, this is that. It's not that I don't believe it. It's just, there'd be times where I don't know how to explain it. But if you are kind of like this, or if you think like this, you will kind of understand what I'm saying. It's important and it's very essential that you allow yourself to feel beautiful. Don't be scared to call yourself pretty. Don't be scared to call yourself the best. Don't be scared to walk into a room and to say, I know what I'm doing. Like, don't downplay who you are for the sake of others or even for the sake of yourself. Some people are actually scared of being confident. What are you scared of? That's a question I ask myself because I've been doing that for a good while now. Like, it's really weird to say I don't let myself be confident, but that's literally what I had been doing. And I'm practicing owning the room. Another one of the factors. What is your posture like when you walk into a room? What do you look like? Are you slouching? Because I'm making it personal now because I can relate to a lot of these things. When I would walk into a room, just so I wouldn't get noticed or just so nobody could see me. A good example is if I walked into a church. Most people know that I do play keyboard. And to avoid being called to play keyboard, I would avoid eye contact. I would slouch walking into the church or into the rehearsals. I would not speak to anybody. I would just go on my phone. So even in that, I was stopping myself from feeling confident while walking into the room. I made myself purposely like not confident. Like I walked in and I didn't let myself be great. And I didn't want anyone else to notice that I'm good at what I do because of the fact of not being confident. I don't know if that, like, I'm trying to articulate my words as best as I can, but I hope you guys get a picture. Let yourself be confident. Own the room when you walk in. Be so confident in who you are that no one can say nothing to you. Do you ever see those people, not to even make it a joke thing, but those people that can sing or those people that can play an instrument, but they are the most confident ones in the room? The ones that are always up to sing the song. If the pastor's looking for someone to sing, they're the first one to grab the mic. If we're in rehearsals and we're like, who can take the song? The first ones to come and sing or the first one to play the keyboard. And they're not even as good as you might be. But because they're so confident, it gives them the access or it gives them the way to do what they know best to do. And because of their confidence, you respect them more. So it kind of like adds a value because they know who they are. If that makes sense, they know who they are. So that kind of helps you even view them as like, oh, they're confident in what they do. I can't question that. You just have to let them be. But because I would walk in and I would act and I would purposely be like, nobody's going to notice me. I've automatically downplay who I am and taken my whole confidence away. So it's very important to watch that as well. Another factor that I will talk about is how are you speaking to yourself? Are you kind to yourself? Do you believe that you're beautiful? When you look in the mirror, what do you say to yourself? What are the thoughts that go through your head? Because there's been a stage, I can say in most people's lives where you haven't felt your best or you've spoken unkind words to yourself. You've looked in the mirror and you just look at your flaws or you look at the one part you're insecure about and you just keep pointing that out. Practice speaking good over yourself. Practice being positive. Look at yourself. Even if you don't believe it, fake it until you make it. Honestly, that's the way to go. Fake it until you make it, because eventually you're going to believe it. If you hear it enough times, you're going to be like, okay, maybe I am beautiful. Maybe I am smart. Maybe I can do this. So, example, here's an exercise I'll give you every single morning when you wake up. Maybe not straight away in the morning, because we all crusty or whatever. But after you take your shower and you wear your clean clothes and whatever, you come back, you look in the mirror, and for a minute, just say to yourself, I'm beautiful. I am capable. I am smart. I am I am meant to do this. I'm where I'm meant to be. Like, speak so positively over your life. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made, for the Christians out there. Like, remind yourself of who you are, even if you don't believe it or even if you don't see it. Speak well over yourself, because believe me, before people's words, it's mainly what you think of yourself that's going to affect you the most. So make sure you are speaking life into you. Like, do you not go in the mirror and be like, oh my God, I hate my eyes. Oh my God, I hate my body. Oh my God, I hate that I've added so much weight. We've all added weight, guys. This is a tough time for everybody. Quarantine has been going on for a long, long time. Sorry, not quarantine, lockdown. So we've all added a little something, but don't focus on what you don't like. Maybe pick out something you do like. Oh, I've got a great smile. Oh, my eyes are actually very pretty. And eventually you will start to see the beauty in all of you. We're all imperfectly perfect. Nobody's perfect. Even the prettiest people have something they don't like. But you have to speak well over yourself. Be positive. Love yourself to the fullest. And your confidence will shine through that. Because if you're speaking ill of yourself, you're going to think everybody else is. When you walk into a room, you're going to doubt yourself completely. And that's not how to live. That's not how you should live. So yeah, speak well over yourself, guys. Another factor that affects our confidence, a big, big, big factor, is social media. Comparison comes with social media. And we all know that comparison is the thief of joy. Your joy will automatically be stripped from you if you keep on comparing yourself. Who are you following on social media when you're scrolling? Because I know, especially these days, because most of us are in lockdown, we spend a lot of time on our phones, scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Who are you seeing? What I can say, social media has a lot of pros, but it also has a lot of cons. And it is definitely one of the biggest factors that have affected how we view ourselves. We start comparing and being like, I haven't got a body like her. I don't get as many likes as he does. Maybe if I bought a bit more jewelry, people would look at me more. My followers are less than her followers. Maybe if I wore less clothes, that is one of the biggest things. I remember when I spoke to someone, an older person actually, and I went to her in confidence and I was like, I'm not really, feeling myself. I haven't been feeling that confident lately. And the thing that she said to me was, oh, Essie, you've got a really good body. Like, and I was like, okay, thank you. Maybe she's just trying to gas me. She's like, you've got a very good body. Maybe if you went on the gram and just, wore a little less clothes or wore tight, because you've got hips. So wear tight clothes and maybe that'll get you a bit of, you get a bit more noticed. And I was like, first of all, I wouldn't have done that anyway, because anybody that knows me knows that's not me at all. But I'm like, social media has distorted our minds to the point where we place our confidence based on likes or based on, and the thing is, half of those likes are going to be thirsty people anyways, thirsty boys, thirsty girls, whatever your preference is. But it's like, you're going to base your confidence off of people commenting, wow, so beautiful, I've got this many followers, that. No, what I will say is just be careful who you follow, because I can't tell you who to follow or who to delete. Be careful what's popping up on your timeline. Follow the right people. Let your eyes see things that will edify you. Let your eyes see things that will boost your confidence, that will boost who you are, like that will bring out the best in you. Even in having an Instagram, be careful of what you post. That's not to say that you shouldn't post what you want, but just be careful also, because it's a platform that is so powerful. And it goes unsaid that it holds so much power that it actually affects the daily lives of people. It affects the way of people seeing themselves. Like, because of social media, one of the biggest things of BBLs came out. Like girls fully going to places like Turkey and Brazil just so they can have the Instagram body. I, at one stage, thought of having a BBL, and one of my good friends is going to remember me having this conversation with her when I was in college, and I was like, maybe if I could just get the fat from this place in my body transferred to this place, I would look perfect. And the thing is, I'm not going to lie, the only reason I would have even wanted a BBL was not for me, was so I could get noticed and be like, oh yeah, now I'm beautiful. Which brings me to my next point. Don't depend on other people to make you feel confident, to bring out your beauty. This goes in saying it's a personal thing. Until you feel beautiful, until you feel valuable, until you feel unstoppable, nothing anybody says or nothing anybody does is going to change that. As much as you can fake it, it's not going to change that. Until you see yourself as confident. That's why we're listing out these factors so that you can check these areas of your life and be like, oh, maybe in this area I didn't realize, but this was actually changing my confidence for the worse. It was bringing it more to the negative than to the positive. Some people get into relationships to boost their confidence because they're like, if he likes me, then I know I'm good enough. If she likes me, then I know I'm the man. And it's like, no, it's you. Until you believe, until you accept, until you work on your confidence, nothing anyone can do, nothing anyone can say will ever change that. Very important, guys. The reason I'm talking about this is because it's so big and it's not talked about enough. Your confidence comes from you. Like your confidence is based on how you view yourself and what you're speaking into yourself. What are you listening to? What songs are you listening to? What are you watching? Like, be careful because confidence can make you or break you, silently or loudly. Some people are broken in confidence and you would never know it. But what they speak to themselves or what they say to themselves 24/7 is so fatal for them. Maybe not physically, but emotionally, mentally, whatever it may be. It's important that even if you've got little sisters, even if you've got older brothers, whatever it is, which brings me on to my next point. If you don't feel confident enough, find someone that you can trust in. Find someone that you can go to. Oh my God, why did it sound like I was going to cry?
I know, I was like, mama.
Find someone that you can go to. Go to a family member. Hopefully you've got a good family. If not, find a good friend that you can trust in and be like, listen, I haven't felt like myself in a really long time. I don't know, but I don't believe in myself. I don't believe I can do this. I don't think I'm beautiful. I don't think I'm valuable. And you never know what God could have placed in them to say to you, what God could have placed in them to bring to you that could actually help you. And no one said that confidence is built in a day. It's something that you have to work on because the thing is, when your confidence dropped, it wasn't a one-day thing. It was a thing that was learned over time, consistently. And it was nurtured, but by the wrong thing. So imagine if you unlearned all those things that you've learned and you start building positively, where you start watching what's on your timeline, where you start taking away friends that did not edify you, where you get what I mean, where you start checking the places in your life where it's like, nah, the things I've learned, let me unlearn so now I can be a better person. So now I can stand firm in who I am, in my identity. Yeah. Very, very, very important. And then the last thing would be stop caring about what people think about you. Stop caring so much to the point where you walk into a room and you automatically downplay yourself, to the point where you are scared to post on Instagram because you don't know if you'll get enough likes. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you confident. Do what makes you you. As long as you stay yourself, your confidence will come. Stay true to yourself in every area of your life, in your friendships, in your relationships, in your social media life. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to who you are, and you will live a happier and better life. And yeah, that's all I had to say for today, guys. I hope what I said.
You have an experience that you would like to share?
I gave my experience.
Another one.
I don't know.
Is it?
Maybe, oh yeah. And also, guys, check yourself. Maybe what you say could make somebody else feel less confident.
Accountability.
This is where I'm going to give my experience. When I was younger, I'm not going to list the location or anything because that would just give off everything. But when I was younger, I had these older people that I used to be around. And I was with one of my friends one day, and older people is in big sisters and stuff, guys, not just like random older people that be walking around. In case you guys are like, this girl keeps mentioning older people. But we were in bathrooms one day, and my friend had noticed a stretch mark on one of the girls. And we were about 14, 15 at the time, and they were like quite older, so they were probably like 19. I don't even remember. I don't know their ages even till now. But the girl had been like, oh, you have a stretch mark, because like we were obviously kids and stuff, like we didn't know about those type of things. And then she's like, oh yeah, have you not gotten yours yet? And then she's like, no, I haven't. And my friend was quite skinnier than me, so I was never in every group I've been in, I've never been the skinnier one. I've always been the kind of like more developed one, so I was used to it. And then she was like, no, I haven't gotten my stretch marks yet. And then she looked at me and she's like, oh, Esther, have you gotten yours? And then I didn't even get to answer, and she's like, oh, of course you would know all about that, like look at you. Guys, when I tell you, I only stopped letting that comment get to me about a year and a half ago. That was said to me when I was 13, 14. That created an insecurity in me. I can't even express to you guys, because I didn't even realize it was affecting my confidence until I sat one day and I actually, because these things I'm saying to you, I've checked my own life, until I sat down and I was like, what is making me so not confident in who I am? Because anybody that knew me when I was a kid, I was more confident. I was the one when I'd walk into the room, people would see me, they would know I'm there. Like I talked to everybody, and the older I got, the less you would see of that. I became more in my own corner, less around people. I'm friendly still, but I avoid, being the first to go out and talk or whatever. And just that comment, and that wasn't one comment, it was loads of comments that were made over time, but that was the one comment. Of course she would know about it. Look at her. What do you mean, look at me? Guys, I was a 13, 14-year-old girl. Well, now that I'm deeping it, I'm like, people's words affect you. But the thing is, even though I said stop caring about what people think, you also need to be kinder. You need to be mindful of what you say. Because for the past, 6, 7 years, that thing has been playing on my mind. And that person probably forgets they've said it. But for me, that stuck to me. Every time I looked in the mirror, every time I tried on clothes, every time, whatever it would have been, I would have kept that comment. And no word of lie, I'm pretty sure you guys can understand me on this, because some of you have probably felt like this, but it was something that followed me. It lingered. Like every time I viewed myself, I saw myself, I would continuously say this one comment to me. And then one day I was like, no, I actually realized it stemmed from all these different comments, but that was the one that I was like, yeah, this is the reason why I don't even want to look at myself in the mirror. And I've changed that. Look at yourself in the mirror, guys, and tell yourself you are beautiful. Tell yourself you are amazing, that you are made for this world, guys, this is the one thing I always say to myself. God made all of this world. He made all the flowers, all the birds, all the bees, whatever it is. And he was like, nah, the world needs you. If that doesn't make you feel confident, I don't know what is. He made all of this beautiful creation, and God was like, no, my creation isn't finished without him. Be careful what you say to people, guys. Honestly, be mindful. Even me, I was like, I even said to God, I was like, forgive me for every single time I made someone feel like they weren't enough. Because we're not perfect. I've probably done it without, that was a passing comment to that person. But for me, it stuck. So I'm like, if I've ever said anything that stuck to anybody, God, I'm sorry. And I pray that you take it away from their mind, because imagine the weight of that. So be careful of what you say to people. Be kinder, be intentional, choose your words wisely. Not everything needs to be said. Some things keep in your head. Yeah, just be kind to yourself, be kind to people, and spread love, guys, not hate. But that was today's episode. Something short, something sweet, I hope. And I hope you guys learned something from this video. If one person could just be affected from this video, I would be very, very happy. And I think that's me done for the day. We're not even going to be different.
Yeah.
Hashtag be confident. I want you guys, if you made it this far into the video, comment down below and literally hashtag be confident to promote being confident in who you are. Love yourself. completely and totally. And that's how you will treat others better. If you don't love yourself, you won't know how to love people. That's a whole different conversation for another day. But just know I love you guys so much, but Jesus loves you more. And this was Conversations with E, guys. You know how we do. We were just here to have a conversation with you, period.
Love you guys. Bye-bye.